love SpaceCraft, which is a granular synthesis app. In granular synthesis, a sound can be broken up into small grains that can be redistributed and reformed to create all kinds of interesting new interactive sounds. This is a video to show how to use GeoShred as an MPE controller to control SpaceCraft. We're going to use AUM, which is a really good AUV3 plugin host. We're going to do it in portrait mode because we're going to put GeoShred at the top and we're going to put SpaceCraft at the bottom. So the first plugin that we're going to add to the host here is going to be the GeoShred MIDI processor, because we're going to be using MIDI from GeoShred in MPE mode to control SpaceCraft. Now here's the slightly tricky part, is that we're going to put SpaceCraft on the processor slot right here, and we'll go ahead and find SpaceCraft, and there it is. So now both GeoShred and SpaceCraft are loaded, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to route MIDI from GeoShred to SpaceCraft. Let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to load SpaceCraft and put it on the bottom of the window, and we'll load GeoShred and put it at the top, and we'll just stretch it down just a bit so that we have some nice vertical space to work with for key Y motion. And what you want to do is choose preset number 184, MIDI out SpaceCraft. And what we're going to do here is now choose a sound. There's a preset in SpaceCraft called GeoShred.scpreset. We'll go ahead and choose that. And great, and let's go ahead and play it. I happen to know that this section of the waveform is kind of interesting to play with. And we can, because it's MPE, we can bend in opposite directions. So you can see here that many of the common SpaceCraft controls are actually available on the GeoShred user interface. For instance, this is down here is the 2D expression pad for frequency and grain size, and so you can play with that from the expression pad on GeoShred. And here we have reverb and filter. And here we have the pitch range and the ring modulation. So let's take a look at how to record your own sounds into SpaceCraft and control them from GeoShred. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'll go ahead and launch the audio unit for SpaceCraft. And I'm going to get rid of the speaker, and I'm going to add in hardware input, the microphone. That way we don't get any feedback from the microphone to the speaker. And I'm going to go here to SpaceCraft, and I'm going to choose our GeoShred preset, and then I'm going to do input here, and I'm going to select record audio in. And I'll stop the recording, and I have a recording here now of my own sound that I can manipulate with GeoShred. So now we can eject that microphone and put the speaker back in, hardware output, speaker left, right. And I'm going to set up our normal GeoShred setup here. I'm going to go ahead and get the audio unit extension for GeoShred, the MIDI processor. We'll let that load. And we'll go ahead and route MIDI from GeoShred to SpaceCraft. And we'll bring GeoShred up, make it a little bigger here, and now we can play this.